You have had quite
Walking down the street.
You have had, seriously, one of the most incredible years in business across the board.
I have to say it has been.
How do you feel? Because when you took you took a leap of faith last year. I mean, in all seriousness.
Yeah, a big one.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the person I am.
Well,
if you tell me that I'm not or I can't do something, I'm going to do it.
Well, and you'll do everything it takes to get it done.
Yes, sir.
You were on the phone nonstop. You were doing the groundwork. And I'm telling you what, in DeAdrian, I have seen so many purple and yellow trash cans popping up. And I got to say this. So I'm not going to say who, but I was on the phone with a customer service line the other day. And I said, listen, I've been paying this trash bill for 3 months and I ain't got no trash can. I called you in July, I wanted a trash can, you never gave me a trash can. Oh, well, we'll get you one out December 16th. And I said, that's fine, but you told me July 23rd last time around. Well, okay, we appreciate your patience and thank you for choosing us. I said, I didn't choose you. Nobody in this town chose you. If we had the choice, we know what we do. And I think whenever you did that, it opened the door to so much because you took the leap of faith and said, I'll be your option. Because you had 30 years of being the best trash hauling, whatever you needed.
Junk removal.
Yeah,
and I don't want people to get lost in that.
Right. And you didn't. And you took a leap of faith and boom, it just blew up overnight.
Let me tell you something. I was just looking at the calendar today and I was like, I started this in April of this year, not knowing my left hand from my right hand. And just like when I got in business 30 years ago. But you know what? It's trial and error. You learn, you pay attention. And now we are in our 8th month. Just purchased a brand new rear loader trash truck. Mm-hmm. And
it's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Is it brand spanking new?
Brand 2024.
Oh, there we go. Because I looked at it and went, that's actually a beautiful truck. Well, it's funny because I was talking to a few folks because it's kind of funny. They see the commercials and I talk about you every day. And I go, for 30 years, she's been the queen of junk. And now for the next 30, she's the queen of junk and trash. You know? And a couple people call me and they go, what do you think about Denise? And I said, number one, she's going to answer your phone call. You ever have a problem, she will answer it time and time again. Their customer support's number one. And number two, they do it the right way. You aren't worrying about trash flying out of the back of some truck, any of that.
And that's a big issue, too, because even though that we have purchased this new truck, we still want everybody to bag and tie their trash. And people go, well, why do we have to do that? We don't do that with any... Because IDOT has come down so hard from those semis that go from point A, the transfer stations in St. Louis, all down 255 where you all see the trash, unfortunately. And you know what? Trash could blow out of ours, but we don't put it in there loose. So we still want people to do that because we don't want our drivers to get stopped. Number one, I don't want to pollute our environment by trash flying out. So, and if something would, trust me, I've been on that truck for the first 7 months. Every Friday morning, I would get up at 3 a.m. This is what people don't know. I would get up at 3 a.m., throw one of my guys in the passenger side, and drive this route that we started with maybe 2 people. And by 3 months, 4 months, we had maybe 34, and then it just kept growing and growing. Because I start, on Fridays, I would do Elsa, Grafton, and Godfrey. Well, now we got Monday through Friday, and actually next Monday we start Bunker Hill.
Really?
Yeah.
I just love it. And really, I think it's because of what you just described, too. It's the passion that you guys have. I mean, you're going
to get good customer service. I hired an office assistant now who has trash experience behind her.
Ooh.
So that was a plus for me.
Yeah.
But, it's not about money. It's not about any of that. We offer good service.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Well, and there's people asking.
And we answer the phone.
Well, exactly. And if someone tries to fight you in the parking lot of your building, they aren't going to wait 3 months to give you a status report on that mentally insane employee. You know, I'm sorry, but that's what happened.
And if you call Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling, you're not going to get somebody overseas in Pakistan or Saudi Arabia, you know?
And that's a big thing because it's coming to a point. If you called one of the pizza delivery companies, like any pizza store, those are all call center now. And I'm not saying, you know, I get it. They have to work and whatever, but people here...
It's killing the American...
It is. It's killing the American workforce,
right.
number one. And number two, it's making it so hard for older people to get business conducted because they can't understand a lot. And it's not them being rude. It's just they have a hard time hearing to begin with. And then when there's an issue, it's hard to even move a conversation forward.
I know it. I can't stand it. If I call somebody and I'm like, can you give me an American? Oh, no, we cannot do that, you know. So I'm just like...
I don't blame you.
Keep the money here in America. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, and you do it, and you keep the money here in the community. That's something that you're really big about too. And I don't think people realize how much that you support and do things for the community all year round. Are you doing the Christmas trees this year?
We'll talk about that. Yes.
Okay, there we go. We'll get to that in a second. But the big thing, a couple weeks ago, there was some recognitions handed down, and this is exciting. So, do you want to tell everybody the story?
Well, the story is I was so busy that I didn't even realize that the contest was going on. And so I had looked at a couple of business owners' Facebook that I seen pop up, and I'm like, what's that about? So next thing I know, I go home, check my mail, and there's like, you have an invitation to the red carpet event. And I'm like, woo, we get to get dressed up and get fancy.
And as you're there, what'd you win?
Well, I assumed, and we're always told we shouldn't say that word, but I assumed I was under junk removal.
Right.
Nope. When the big Jumbotron came on and there were 3 names up there, it was trash service.
And you won.
I was blown. Yeah. I was so shocked.
Well, and it's the culmination, really, Denise, of 8 months of not just hard work. I mean, you lived it every second of the day. It wasn't a day off for you at all.
No, and I want to say this, and my other half would say this as well. I never ask anybody to do anything that I have not done. Mm-hmm. So at 64 years of age, hey, I am.
Wow.
Wow. I got up early. I ran that route until I was just like, oh, you know, and I would come home and I'd be so exhausted Saturday, I'd sleep all day Saturday. And then, you know, I just kept going and going and going and advertising it on social media. But my trash can rep said, I promise you, Denise, when those carts hit the street, your phone's going to blow up, and that's what is happening.
They're seeing the purple and yellow trash can lids. And honestly, I'm seeing them seriously pop up, especially all over DeAdrian. That's becoming a mecca for Denise Sparks. It seems like, oh, there's a purple trash can, there's a purple trash can. And I have people all the time asking about you because they're ready to make the switch. I mean, they're done. They're 100% done if they're in Godfrey.
Well, come on over, because we'd be happy to have you.
100. Well, that's for darn sure. And throughout that, take me through how good your crew is, too, because you have some really talented teams.
I'm not doing this alone. I have to give a big shout out to my crew, my guys, and now my office assistant. And just like when I got the award, when I came in that Monday, I said, this isn't because of me. It's because we're a team, and that's what I believe in. You know, I mean, I run a tight ship, and I expect... You know, I can't say it enough. Excellent customer service. Be kind to the customers. Be respectful. And I'm going to tell you, my customers give great reviews, and they even call me or text me and say, man, you know, because I've kind of gotten off the truck a bit.
Yeah.
As far as doing like the junk removal and that. I've got a guy that I've trained for 5 years. He started out as my handyman at home, and he said, hey, and I said, come aboard. And, you know, he's going on 6 years. And I know that if I can't be there, I know that he's a mini Denise. So he can handle it.
Well, and that's what I wanted to highlight, too, because there's a couple of weeks left before Christmas. And my live read for you this last week was, listen, you've heard me talk about the trash pickup, but the in-laws are coming. and we know that basement's looking rough.
Listen, my phone's ringing off the hook. Well, actually, if you go to my website, because we just revamped it at sparksjunkremoval.net, it's so important to scroll all the way down because it says you can text your photos that come directly to my cell.
Oh.
You bypass I handle the junk side and my office.
Right here.
There you go. How much can you not? That's brand new now. So you cannot miss that phone number.
No, and you've heard me say it every day of the week, 618-781-1407, and that's the phone number to the Queen of Junk. Text the photos. Now, how does this work? They text you them. Here's what I got going on.
And I jump on them right away. I mean, I'm on the phone sometimes at 11, 12 o'clock at night.
You have to.
And, I look at the photos that they have. I've been doing it long enough. I know how much space it's going to take up in the trailer. I give them a price. And I say, when you want to schedule, let's do it. And they're coming across now because just what you said. Oh my God, my in-laws are coming, Or
with Christmas, we got to clean up the junk we already have.
My kids are coming. I got to clean the house. Exactly.
Well, I wanted to ask you a little bit more about pictures. So, what should the best views for you? Even though you have all that, pretty much what items are. Is there like a way they should take it? Landscape. If there's a lot of items, take a picture of the room. Any of that stuff.
Like, if you're dealing with items in the house and they're not in one spot and they're on all different rooms, stand in the doorway, take a big shot, but if you've got a big pile, say out in your garage, stand back from the garage. Don't hover over your junk because then I can't see.
Right.
So stand back, get a frontal, get a side view, get a rear view, and send it to me.
Really cool. And I just think this is incredible. So this is one of those things I wanted to ask you about too, because it's on this box with the no contact. Now, if someone brings it out to the curb, we
do a lot of curbside pickup.
Do you really?
Yeah, and we give discounts for that.
Because they're doing the...
If we don't have to come in and go up and down your basement steps 20 times and you bring it to the curb, yes.
That's great to know.
We'll do whole house clean outs. We do it for people that are moving. We do it, unfortunately, for estates, people that have passed away or people that are moving into assisted living. We do any type of a clean out you can imagine. Storage units. We do hoarder houses. We're compassionate.
That's true.
We're compassionate about that because everybody has a story.
Yeah. And we've talked about this before because I remember even before the show started, you and I talked about this up at the corner and I went, ooh, that's got it. And you said it just like that. You're like, no, this is an addiction and everyone has a reason for
it.
And to me, that's what I think you're so really the best at what you do because you aren't a judger. You go in there and you take care of them like people, and I think that's extremely important for that.
I want to tell you too, I think last week, one of the things that I was taught when you start your business by an old man who had been in business for years was never forget where you came from. And I never forget that. And I always tell the people that work for me and that everybody has a story and always be humble because like last week, and it's, going to high school, here I am, you've got your teachers. And in my mind, I'm thinking, who would have ever guessed that I would be in this type of business? And now I'm cleaning out my teacher's home who has passed away.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that really made me take a step back and look at things.
Well, it would for me too, and and I think the way that you care for the elderly is really amazing too, because
Well, I'm elderly.
Well, that's true. Well, I'm telling you, I seriously did not know you were 64.
Yeah. Shh.
Amazing. Well, one thing I wanted to hit on before we take a pause real quick is about the valet service that you provide for the folks with disability and mobility issues. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Sure. There's actually, it's kind of twofold. Okay. So the valet is for people that cannot push their cart out to the curb or at the end of their driveway or down a long lane. Okay, what we call a private lane. So we offer that service for an additional fee. Now, the other thing is some of the other companies stopped doing was coming down your private lane. So there's a lot of people in rural areas off the main road. Now we're talking a long lane.
Yep.
So there is a fee it's the same as valet.
Really cool.
We do that for people because
Well, it's an inconvenience.
it is an inconvenience.
Well, and I just think...
And I can't believe that you wouldn't do that for people.
Well, that's just silly to me. I mean, to me, it's like the whole point of being in business is supposed to come up with a service or a product that betters somebody's life and makes it more convenient for them to do tasks. And whenever you're saying, hey, I need you to walk your trash can a half a mile back to your house, because that's how long some of these private lanes, even longer sometimes, it's a nightmare, especially if someone's in their 70s or 80s. Hell, they don't want to walk.
It's all they
that
can do
far.
to lift the lid,
Yeah.
sometimes.
100% over. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. I'll pay a quick bill, and we'll see one of Denise's advertisements running.
All right.
We'll come back with more of our daily show right here on this 8th day of December in the heart of the 618. When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alt Memorial campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. It's here to save me from tears. I'll give it to someone special, special.
Welcome back, 10:50. I wish you guys could hear our conversations, but you just can't. That's the after dark session
That's
of
right.
the show. Denise, going back, you kind of teased it a little bit. Can I ask you about the Christmas tree?
We're going to do a one day this year.
I love it.
And I think that we're going to wait. You know, some people don't like to take their trees down
Until January.
So I'm looking like after New Year, probably the 8th. Is that the first?
I think so. It's Elvis's birthday. I do know
Oh.
that. Yeah, there you go. A month away. His day's the 8th. It is the second Monday of January because the first is the first Monday of January.
And you know, they're recycled, so
Yeah.
they go out to a lake so that the fish can spawn. And
That's something I wanted to drive home about you too today, because we're going to do a write-up on our interviews like we do. But in one of Denise's commercials, we talk about how trash is truly the last resort to the landfill, because you want to make sure that you're doing everything you can to be sustainable. I mean, I've seen your Facebook posts about the furniture being up that you found from different poles and different
Right.
hauling jobs, and to me that's amazing.
We're very eco-friendly.
Well, and especially because we've had the Chain Gang on this show talking about some of the trash pickup that he's been encountering and all the nightmare that he's dealing with on 255. But to see that somebody who has been in the hauling business for 30 years and now doing trash is really conscious of that, I love it.
And I want to say this, that I have recently had this conversation with a couple of my customers. What you all see on the street or what you get in your bill, the customers aren't happy. So for me, as an independent hauler who goes into a landfill, we won't say which one, but we go into a landfill, you should see the things that we see. I mean, we get hit. My landfill fees were increased 183%.
What?
Like 4 months ago. So what you all have to understand is, we sometimes eat things because I want my customers happy, but we're not happy like you're not happy
Yeah.
because we're all getting poked.
Well, now, I didn't know it was that much. 183%?
Yep, because they changed. It was always one category. Now they've changed it into 2 categories. And that's a whole nother contractual issue. But I just want the listeners to know that we're unhappy about things too.
Yeah, well, and I've said it time and time again, and it's not because Denise is in studio. You've heard me say this before without you being here. To me, it kills small business when you do these contracts that monopolize an industry like this has. This is a terrible contract. Everyone's stuck in this in the city of Alton. I'm not picking it because this was already long established before the current administration and everything else. This is long.
But I went before the
That's right.
the
You
automatic
did.
board in February, and one of the things I said, I mean, this is public knowledge. I said in November of last year, everybody got a letter in our city that said, do you want to opt in or opt out of the electric provider?
Yeah.
I said, why aren't you giving us the same option to opt in or opt out of our trash provider? You don't give us that option.
Right.
And my answer was, I got several answers. First was, well, I'll get back to you later. And the other one was, it's a city ordinance. And I said, you all know I have dumpsters. I go to the landfill 2 and 3 times a day. I don't need this service. You're forcing this service upon me. And that, I don't think that's right.
Well, and I'm sorry, the whole idea of a city ordinance being the issue, go change it. You're a part of the council. You change ordinances all the time. That's a weak excuse. I mean, I'm sorry, it's a weak excuse. And I just think it sets a bad precedent for what this community needs.
I think the people should have a choice.
100%. And to me, you have to support local business. And if you aren't doing that, you cannot grow, especially because you're telling somebody, hey, you do great work. We all know who you are, but we just can't do it.
Right.
Come on.
Can't do it.
It's just insane.
I pay my license every year.
Yeah.
30 years.
I mean, to me, that's what I think people need to know about really more so. And people need to start, not just one person, we all need to start saying something.
Well,
because until we don't.
I've tried. I'm like you. I tried to get people to come to that.
Yeah, that's right.
I tried to get people, I'm like, instead of you sitting at home and complaining, meet me up here and I'll speak.
Yeah. Well, and it needs to happen because it's one thing, and someone can go, well, the way that the contract is written, all right, then it's time to revise the contract or come back to the table and rewrite it because this is not beneficial for anybody.
No.
And, I'm not going to say that everybody is unhappy because that's a ballpark generalization that's not going to be beneficial. But I can guarantee you that at least 65% of the population is just tired of what's happened.
Well, when you call for Sparks, you get Sparks.
Yes.
You don't get somebody in Indiana or Ohio or Texas or wherever all these places are. You get somebody local in Alton.
Well, and another thing that they don't know about those call centers is they don't know all the information because they're a call center for 4 companies.
Right.
That's the way that these new businesses are
They
operating.
just have a script that they read off of. That's it.
100% over. And to me, I have yet to see that provider do anything for community support. anything. They don't do free Christmas tree pickups. They don't do things like that you do to really kind of just open your arms to the community. They do nothing. They don't sponsor a Little League team. Have you seen any T-shirts?
No.
No, I haven't. And to me, if you have a company that is not doing what's best for the city and its people and supporting those people when you're making hundreds of millions of dollars, then that's a big problem and we need to reevaluate it. That's just me, Denise.
And I want to tell you, too, on my website at sparksjunkremoval.net, you can sign up now. There's a sign up.
Oh, right here. Sign up for monthly coupons.
Well, but there's a sign up. If you go all the way to the top where it says services, and you go to weekly trash, you click book now, and there's a sign up sheet.
Oh, really cool.
So that comes right to our email.
Boom.
Boom, and we call you and we sign you up.
And you're actually talking to somebody that is right there.
Or you can call our office now. We have an office number.
That's amazing.
618-433-1128.
I love it.
And they'll answer.
I love it. And what I think is just amazing about this is, before I even started the show, I loved you to death. Because
I've always thought the same for you.
But it's just because you practice what you preach. There is no fakeness to you at all. And I think that's so needed, especially today in the world of let's just tell everybody these ideas that we have without getting anything done.
Look at me. Yesterday I was 21. Today I'm 64. Life is too short to waste it on BS.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Tell people I'm not going to waste your time. I feel the same way.
100%.
Let's get down. Let's do it.
And to me, that's what we've been missing, and not only just in this town, but throughout the communities that around us for years, is that realness. It's just gotten to this point where it's like, how can we look best for this picture today? How can we look best for our social media post this afternoon? And quite frankly, it's a joke. And it's not the way that we've ever done business.
No.
We were always a Riverbend region of real people that were genuine blue-collar guys or girls that might have started a business, and the realness stays with them. I mean, hell, yeah, this is true. You called Rigdon Sewer Service 20 years ago to get Grandma Margaret on the phone.
And I talked to her several times.
And
many times.
But it was the realness of, hey, you're calling me at 1:30 in the morning here, okay? It's going to take a little bit to get out there. But, I mean, just things like that. You knew where you stood. And with Denise Sparks and Sparks Junk Removal, in hauling and trash pickup, you know exactly
and
where...
dumpster rental.
And dumpster rental. And there's probably going to be more coming down the pipeline eventually. I feel like I'm just...
Newsflash.
Is there something we got to stay tuned to?
Stay tuned.
There we go. It's just the realness of it has been missing. And I think that's why I love what you do so much, is just who you are as a person.
I love people, man. Everybody says, when are you going to retire? I say, retire? No. You can't retire. You die.
That's exactly
what
happens.
You don't have a purpose, I mean, this is my purpose. I get up every day to go and see what I can conquer every day. Well,
and that's what I think and to me, I'm not patronizing you. I wish more younger people that are starting, because there's a great...
Ooh, I would love to mentor some young people.
They need someone like you.
Bring it.
Because, I mean, I don't know if you've seen, there are so many new kids that are doing contracting businesses that are off to a great start, but I highly encourage them to check out some of the things that you're doing, because it's...
I would love, because I never had any kids, so yeah, I would love to see somebody that is young, that is mature, that is responsible, that can get out of bed every day and show up, and not cry. And I would love to mentor somebody to one day step in my shoes. It's there.
Yeah, and the groundwork's been laid over a couple of times by now, and I love the fact that you're very complimentary of your team. And that's another thing that I think's needed too, is it's not just Denise Sparks. It's Denise Sparks and our team. And it
is cool. A team effort. I could never do this all alone. I did start it all alone in the beginning in 93, but no. And it's, for me, with my personality, it's kind of hard for me to let go of the reins. But as far as being out in the field and doing all that heavy work anymore, I've had to, because I need to continue to build with my customer base.
You have to.
This trash business it takes a lot of time.
Well, I was going to ask you, because we have a couple of minutes, how long does your route take you guys now on a Friday morning? Is it like...
Well, Friday's kind of our light day. We Mondays and Tuesdays are big days. Wednesday is medium. Thursday's a big day because Godfrey split now Mondays and Thursdays. So that's how many people that we have grown to.
Incredible.
So we've got close to 400 customers in 8 months. And to me, that's a lot.
In 8 months. I mean, I couldn't even do the math. That's what, 36 plus?
And I haven't really, like, the last couple of weeks, like, punched it a lot on Facebook because I know the holidays are coming. But when I'm on there, I mean, I hit all of the Facebook pages.
That's another thing that I hope people start. I mean, not to copy everything you do, but take it as a note. People get this idea that if I put it on my company's Facebook page, that's all I need to do.
No.
You're in every group.
No, I'm in every group. That will have me.
Yeah. But you're right, and that's what you got to do. And it's just, again, putting in the hard work because everyone thinks that it's all sunshine and rainbows.
It's not. Get on your Nextdoor app.
Yeah.
Get on Instagram. Anything you can get on it and let people know that you're out there and you exist in the services that you offer. So
100%. And as we're going through this, is there any services outside of trash that we should talk about really briefly before we take a pause?
Well, we do junk removal.
Right.
We offer either we can come pick it up out of your house for you. We can do curbside, or we offer what's called all-inclusive junk removal, which means I get the photos, we provide our dump trailers, I provide our labor, haul away, and your landfill fees are included for one price.
Wow.
So we come in like, what'd they say, the old Central Hollywood, scoop to nuts.
Yep.
We're a one-stop shop that we will come in and get it done. And most people go that have had a dumpster in their driveway and have been trying to do it for 3 weeks. What they've taken 3 weeks, we can get done in anywhere between 1 to 3 days, depending on how big the job is.
Wow.
So then we also do interior demolitions of kitchens and baths. We do... we demo sheds, garages. A lot of people don't realize that. We do interior demo for a big female-owned interior design company in St. Louis. And we do dumpster rental. Our dumpsters, as you can see on our website, are rubber tired. What does that mean? We're not setting them flat on your concrete. I don't want to take the risk of cracking your driveway.
When it seems like it's easier to load off too. I mean, it makes everything so much easier than that bulky kind of.
Well, you know, if you've got the other type of dumpster, you have to worry about putting plywood under it or something under it so that it's not scraping up your driveway. And then, of course, weekly trash. So
it's there's so many things. And what I think I want to hit on with the dumpsters too is whether it's construction, furniture, storm debris, maybe your house is just cluttered up, landscaping, all
Doesn't
of that.
matter.
Throw it in there. But now, how do they have to say, "Hey, I have these items in here," or how does that work?
For our dumpster rental,
Yes, ma'am.
Once you decide what size you want, we've got the 10 and the 20 yard. I have everything in a text format. I zip that picture right over to you. I zip the pricing. It's got items that are not accepted in it. I write you up a rental agreement, send it to you. You can pay for it online. Bam, I deliver it on the dates that you want it. I pick it up.
There you go.
It's a 3-day. It's up to 3-day rental.
That's incredible, and everything. The attention to detail shows through time and time again, because it's not like this. Let's just slap this category out there and hope for the best. I mean, you're calculated in how you do things, and
you have to be.
As you're adding to your fleet, did you add another vehicle today? Were you picking something up?
They're on the trash route today.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to go pick something.
Oh, I had to pick up a dumpster. It's actually out there in the parking lot.
It's out.
So when I leave here, I'm headed to the landfill.
Okay. Well, there you go. Keep working. And Denise, as we've talked for 40 minutes now.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Well, Denise, I love you to death. And even before you became a supporter of the show, I loved you to death. And we've been friends before I started the show. But I just think what you're doing is incredible. And I hope more people really are waking up to you.
I love our customers.
And they love you. I mean, they easily love you, too. And is there anything else we should really focus, or one last thing before we should focus on before we take the break?
I want to say how much I appreciate not just you, but I appreciate my team. I'm very thankful for all of the customers that continue to use me, not just for junk removal now. They may have signed up for weekly trash service and or they've rented a dumpster. You know, we wouldn't be where we are after, well, it's 30 and a half years. And we wouldn't be where we are today without everybody. So I want people to know that I humbly appreciate everybody's business.
Absolutely. And there's a reason that you are the best of the best trash hauler or trash pickup
I was
trash
shocked.
company. And I'm so excited to see what the next 8 months, the next couple of years bring you, Denise. And I mean that.
Thank you so much.
No problem. We'll take a quick break. Make sure you stay up to date on sparksjunkremoval.net and Denise's Facebook page for when the dates are for that Christmas tree pickup program, which I think is amazing. And if you need to utilize their services before the in-laws come into town, before your neighbor reports you to their alderman because they're tired of seeing it, all of that stuff Denise can help you with by giving her a call today, 618-781-1407. That's
618-433-1128.
I got a new number to learn.
Yeah.
So, or online at sparksjunkremoval.net. Denise Sparks, thank
you so much. Happy
And
holidays.
Happy holidays, and thank you for
You're
this.
welcome.
That was amazing. A quick break. We come back with Party on Broadway next in the Heart of the 618.